Are you planning to initiate a lawsuit against the Obama administration and President Obama over his use of executive action?
I am.
Can you explain why that is necessary and what you hope to achieve?
You know, the Constitution makes it clear that the president's job is to faithfully execute the laws. In my view, the president has not faithfully executed the laws.
Now, what specific executive action or actions are you planning to challenge in court?
When I make that decision, I'll let you know.
There's John Boehner, right? I'm hurt! I'm hurt so terribly! How are you hurt? What did this terrible person do to you? I don't know yet. I will get back to you on that. But please assign that person a penalty. The party that is most excited about this, which actually can't stop talking about this, even though John Boehner sort of hasn't really talked about it anymore after that press conference where he couldn't answer why he was doing it. The person in Washington who's most happy about this, weirdly enough, appears to be the man who is being sued in this instance. President Obama turns out to be delighted at this turn of events. President Obama went back today to what is apparently his new favorite topic of political conversation. The fact that he is trying to act as president to make stuff better, to change policy in ways that he thinks are good for the American people, and the Republicans are suing him over it because they want nothing to change. President Obama went back to that today, even though the Republicans aren't really talking about it anymore, but he apparently could not be more happy to discuss this subject.
It's not crazy. It's not socialism. You know, it's not, you know, the imperial presidency or no laws are broken. We're just building roads and bridges like we've been doing for the last, I don't know, 50, 100 years. But so far, House Republicans have refused to act on this idea. I haven't heard a good reason why they haven't acted. It's not like they've been busy with other stuff. No, seriously. I mean, they're not doing anything. Why don't they do this?
President Obama has now done some version of this for the third time in 5 days. Since the Republicans announced late last week that they were going to sue him for executive actions that he's taking on issues that Congress won't vote on, the president has taken that issue, which again, they started, and he has tried to elevate it into a national daily point of discussion. They picked this fight with him, but he is the one who is very happy to have it. He is more than happy to have it. He keeps talking about it. He keeps bringing it up unsolicited. He seems to enjoy himself more and more every time he does it.
And as long as they insist on taking no action whatsoever that will help anybody, I'm going to keep on taking actions on my own that can help the middle class. Like the actions I've already taken to speed up construction projects and attract new manufacturing jobs and lift workers' wages and help students pay off their student loans. And they criticize me for this. Boehner sued me for this. And I told him I'd rather do things with you, pass some laws. Make sure the Highway Trust Fund is funded so we don't lay off hundreds of thousands of workers. It's not that hard. Middle-class families can't wait for Republicans in Congress to do stuff. So sue me. As long as they're doing nothing, I'm not going to apologize for trying to do something.
That was President Obama speaking today. That was right before the kickoff of the World Cup game this afternoon. He started speaking in the 2 o'clock hour. Kickoff was at 4 p.m. Eastern. Yesterday, it was the president speaking in the Rose Garden at the White House, where he announced that he'd be taking new executive action on the issue of immigration. And again, he made that same point about Republicans refusing to do anything themselves, but threatening to sue him over his willingness to act.
If House Republicans are really concerned about me taking too many executive actions, the best solution to that is passing bills. Pass a bill. Solve a problem. Don't just say no on something that everybody agrees needs to be done.
was the president speaking yesterday at the White House. He keeps going back to this topic again and again and again. Watch this.
Now, some of you may have read, so we take these actions, and then now Republicans are mad at me for taking these actions. They're not doing anything, and then they're mad that I'm doing something. I'm not sure which of the things I've done they find most offensive, but they've decided they're going to sue me for doing my job. You know, I mean, I might have said in the heat of the moment during one of these debates, I want to raise the minimum wage, so sue me when I do. But I didn't think they were going to take it literally. I just want to be real blunt. If you watch the news, you just see, okay, Washington is a mess, and the basic attitude is everybody's just crazy up there. But if you actually read the fine print, it turns out that the things you care about, right now, Democrats are promoting. And we're just not getting enough help. And my message to Republicans is join us, get on board. If you're mad at me for helping people on my own, then why don't you join me and we'll do it together. We'll do it together. I want to work with you, but you gotta give me something. You gotta try to deliver something. Anything. They don't do anything except block me and call me names. And it can't be that much fun. It'd be so much more fun if they said, you know what, let's do something together.
President Obama speaking Friday, in Minnesota. So the Obama administration likes the way this looks. The Republicans choosing to sue the president for trying to do so much. The White House sees this as a great strategic gift. This is something they can work with, right? I believe that we can win. You can sense how they have grasped onto this and they are running with it. But there is another strategic part of this. If that's A, there's another strategic part of this, B, that is a much more open question. And that is, what effect is it actually going to have on Congress for the president to be traveling around the country every couple of days now, getting big rounds of applause and big laugh lines and big headlines for mocking Congress and teasing Congress about how little they do? When the president travels around the country going, they don't do anything, and the crowd goes, they don't do anything. What effect is it going to have on Congress that that's what the president spends his time doing now?